Fung set up. He's got his about 11-yard run up to it. Foot to ball, and we are underway. Puts that one in the air, going right to left. It's going to be 4 yards deep into the end zone, and started off exactly how you wanted to there.
Yeah, definitely make them go the distance of the field if possible, you know. And starting quarterback for them, Doug, is number 7, Sam Hartwell. He's one of the aces from their game last week. Him and
that's Aaron's aces
you
talk about. That's right.
And him and the wide receiver Josiah Morgan. Of course, I'll let you talk about number 6.
Yeah, he is Ahmad Hudson. We saw him, and Nick and I saw him 2 or 3 years ago when I guess 3 years ago, his first game here against the Trojans. 6'8", 242. He was probably about 170 about that time. Here comes motion. That is Moore that will go across there. Handoff is going to come to this side. Big work in the backfield, and that's going to be initial tackle for loss from Xavier White.
Yeah, Xavier White there. And also, you know, Jackson Townsend there to help. Big 1 yard loss there for your Trojan defense.
You talk about Sam Hartwell, the junior quarterback that is out there. And, again, keep an eye on what we're doing with Hudson. That's something. He's not even in the huddle. He just goes off to that left tight end spot, and Bryson Phoenix lines up right on top of him, kind of standing up. They'll send motion to give a protector to this side. Snap is back. Hartwell again with the handoff to that side. Boy, good hole off the right side, and that's going to be close to a first down. They'll pick up 10 yards, maybe 11, make it 3rd down and 1. The ball has to reach the 30.
Yeah, Kyron Griffin there on the tackle with help from Jay Frazier. But like I said, we want our linebackers and D linemen to have more tackles than our safeties tonight, gentlemen.
Cullen Clark now has checked in, so that's 2 tight ends for Ruston. Again, we said that Caleb Jones is out there as a wide receiver. The lone wide receiver, expect this bunch to go tight, and they do. Hartwell in an offset I formation has a fullback right behind him. Fullback is going to receive it, and he's going to get out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's going to be a first down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Carrick Gaines there and Ethan Richard for a short gain, but like you said, it did get enough for the first down. And Raymond Harris, 17, starting in place of Jayton Terra at that right corner.
There you go. Tioga up 7-0 on Peabody early in that one. That game over across at Peabody. So they struck early. Might have been a Kervin Johnson touchdown somehow. Snap is back. Toss comes to the near side. Gets a little bit ahead of steam and off and running. He's going to look back. The only one that's going to catch him is Carrick, and he's not going to get there either. That is a 69-yard touchdown on a toss sweep to the near side.
Yeah, Bearcats come out first, and like I said, just good blocking there. Had both Jackson and Xavier blocked from the inside, so Kyron couldn't get over there to make the tackle.
Got another great kicker, does Ruston, so they'll line up getting set for the extra point. And, boy, this is certainly not what you wanted to see out there, but they sealed those blocks off. And just, I think he was untouched.
Yeah, there was nobody touched him, and like I said, Coach Moore's going to look at that, look on the tablets, look on the screen, and try to get that resolved.
Snap is back, kick is there, nearly blocked, but it's up and good. That was K5 that was the closest to it, but the Bearcats lead this one 7-0, right at 10 minutes to go in this one. We'll be back right after this.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So
We are back to the Trios press box here in Ruston, Louisiana. Bearcats lead at 7-0. Back deep to receive. Jay Frazier and Kyron Griffin will be back there. Kyron Griffin is back around the 13-yard line.
Looks like Tyler Bowman, Doug, 30.
Is it Bowman?
Yeah.
Okay. Kick is back. Bowman is going to have that one. Indeed, it is. Bowman backtracks to the 5-yard line, nearly falls. He's at the 10-15. Spun around. The Trojans are going to start behind the 20. So that's just Again, real good kick coverage. And one thing you don't want to do, Nick, is give this Bearcat team a lot of confidence and excitement early.
Yeah, it looks like number 13 for the Bearcats, who beat Doherty on that one. Alex Hunt, if you're not familiar, they have a pretty famous Hunt that played for LSU on the national championship team. So
That would be Jack.
Yeah, I think that's his. It might be his nephew, if I'm not mistaken.
Trojans will come out here. Karsen Sellers at quarterback. He's got Kason Williams in the backfield with him, and it is a tight jumbo set. The one receiver is off to the right side, and that is Alex. So here is that tight formation he talked about. Thibodeau comes in motion. Toss is going to come to the near side, Kason, and that hole, if there was anything, closed up very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him 2, Doug, on first down off this left side, and following Thibodeau. And looks like Burford was in a tight set over there as well. I was thinking it might have been a tight end, but it's Burford.
No, it is Burford.
over
That's
there.
right. So if there is a slot, that's it, but it's very tight. Again, Fontenot out to the top of it. Handoff goes to the right side, and Kason busting through. He's going to bang forward out for a first down. He gets to the 30-yard line, and so tremendous work by Kason on a couple of carries for him.
Yeah, they're going to give him 9 on that one. That time he goes behind Peter Lofton and Jaden Everett.
They switch sides with the receivers and sprint them out all the way near the sideline of Ruston. Handoff again is going to go right up the middle. That's Kason again. Give him 7 or 8 on it. We'll say 7.
Yeah, good work there by him. Good work by Karsen to hold that ball. I really thought he might have kept it, but it just froze the linebacker enough for him to get up the field.
Well, establishing the run here. Toss sweep goes to the far side. Kason getting to the corner. Gets enough for the first down. Tries to cut back, but might want to go down. And does there. St. Mary's on top of LaSalle, 7-0 in that game. So we'll keep you up to those, keep you updated on those. Trojans going a little bit. And here is Noble Williams. Good to see that young man back in the ball game. I know just for his family, for himself, for everybody. Good to see Noble Williams, number 4. He's behind Karsen. Karsen snaps it. Noble will get his first chance to run it. Noble paying dividends right away. He's going to pick up 11 and a first down.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been. I don't know if it was a horse collar or a face mask, but the back judge was there. Nothing was called, but his face was kind of pulled a little on that tackle.
Ball rests at the 45-yard line. First down and 10 of Ruston. Handoff again goes to Kason and Noble, and he's hit the backfield and will lose a yard too.
Yeah, just a good penetration there from their linebacker. And then, look, I'll tell you what I've noticed about Ruston is they're always going to have a number 21, number 22 linebacker. That looks like number 22, Kalen Davis. Caden Gray's number 21, and their other linebackers number 4, who is Aiden Adams.
Second 11 toss goes to the far side. They found a little bit of success there. Don't get much, but get 3 yards back past the original line of scrimmage. Will bring up third down and 8 from the 43-yard line of Ruston.
Yeah. This is probably 4-down territory for you Trojans.
Got to believe it is here, without a doubt. May still be Noble in the back with him. Handoff goes to Kason. That's Kason on the right side, banging around, and it's first down territory for the Trojans out to the 32-yard line.
Yep, good work there. 11-yard gain for Kason. Who needs 4th down whenever you have a 3rd down like that, right, Doug?
Here they go again before the chains are set. First down and 10. The ball is snapped there. Kason's got it right side. A lot of room for Kason. He just puts that shoulder down and bangs around in there. That's another 7-yard pickup on first down.
Yep, just keep moving. Like I said, they're going, they have Thibodeau over there, and they're behind Lofton and Jaden Everett, and just good work there.
7:20 and counting here in the first quarter. Ruston leads at 7-0. You see that on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. That's Kason off to the right now. Cuts back to the inside. Another Trojan first down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, going to give him 4 there. And I would imagine, Doug, that Coach Ball and his defensive staff remember the Pineville game from last week where we ran, and then did a play action.
Well, it's a Beach Boys type of offense. They do run. That handoff is up the middle. Oh, sorry about that. That is so bad.
No, that was actually. I got to give you credit. At least that was one of your illustrations. I understand.
I guess it was the Beach Boys that sang that song. I don't know. Second down and 8. It is Noble in there, and we're going to have to go back to calling first names again because both are named Williams. That toss goes to Noble. Noble with good vision.
Oh, yeah.
Finds somebody, boy, gets contact, Nick. I know that excites you.
Yes, sir. He lowered the boom on that one, and And you're gonna see that you have to hit him high, that free safety. Now, it was a linebacker that came in, but another 4-yard gain for Noble.
3rd down and 4. Noble's got it off the left side, but he's met there. And, boy, he'll come back, and that's going to bring up a big 4th down right here.
Yeah, no gain there. I think he just kind of gave up on it a little too soon, Doug. And like I said, it's easy for me to see up here, but when he tried to cut it to the left, there were 3 Bearcats just waiting on him.
Trojans trying to pay off this drive. They'll bring Eli Fung out for what is a 32-yard field goal attempt to kind of get some points on the board here. Stalled down in the red zone. But I like the way they ran the ball. I like the way they took some time off the clock. About a 4-minute drive here trying to pay it off. Snap is high but back. Kick is up, and it is money from 32. It's up, and it's good. 7-3, Ruston leads it, but the Trojans strike. 1 possession each team, 1 score each team. We'll be back right after this with 5:39 to go here in the first period of play.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online.
And we are back here, Hall Garrett Stadium, Ruston, Louisiana. The crowd on both sides making a lot of noise. Boy, it's good to see that band and cheer section on the far sides take up so much room over there. That's you love that, the Trojans bringing so many people here.
Yeah, I know, a good crowd. Like I said, we heard them whenever they were coming out the locker room, so that's good. And it's hard to hear in this press box.
Tire Discount Center score recap. That's a 32-yard field goal from Eli Fung. That one's going to find its way into the end zone as well, 4 yards deep, and that's 2 kickoffs and 2 touchbacks, and we'll take that.
Yeah, let's take advantage of this one here, gentlemen. Like I said, it was just a little too easy for them on the first possession.
Don't forget, folks, if you're looking to buy or sell a home or any of your real estate needs, sinlawishome.com. Check out the LaLug Group, sinlawishome.com. First down and 10 for the Ruston Bearcats, second possession that they've started on the 20. Trojans look like they held on pretty good with that big 69-yard touchdown run. Did them in last drive. We'll see what the defense adjustments have been made. Here we go. First down and 10 from the 20. Handoff, straight dive up the middle. Carrick, the first man there, Nick, it looked like.
Yeah, it looks like Carrick was there, and whoever he was laying on top of got in the and Peyton Hobbs.
We are, Nick, 7 minutes into this game, and has there been a pass attempted?
No, there is not.
By either squad?
No, there is not.
Okay. Just checking.
No.
Second down and 8, and that's you would think we might be on the road home by about 8:30.
That's some Nick McNano kind of football.
Indeed it is. Oh, y'all went into explaining that thing last night. Second down and 8, we go from the 22-yard line back to pass is Hartwell, and we talked about it. He's being pressured. Going to dump that off to the near side behind the line, coming up and making a tackle, and it is there. Good work to the near side, K5 and Kyron Griffin, just short of the first.
Yeah, that was Lander Smith, senior, who seems like he's been here forever, Doug, number 10 fullback, and, big 9-yard gain there, or a 7-yard gain there, I'm sorry, and Kyron Griffin with the tackle.
Menard takes the lead 3-0 in that game over one of the top teams in 2A in that ball game. So third down and a yard to go. Ball has to just touch the 30-yard line as it was a touchback. Coming back. That's going to be hit in the backfield. Big time work, and that's a loss. That is Bryson Phoenix diving low. He's back there with Jackson Townsend.
Yeah, Jackson and Bryson and Xavier was in there, but big. Now let's see what they're going to do.
Boy, they didn't give him much of a drop back, did they? Decision time, I don't think there is. You play field position here in this one. But the three pretty important words out here. Watch the fake. Frazier is out on the gunner to the far side. Lone man back to receive is Burford, if I see that correctly, from the 34-yard line. Snapback kick is away. It's a high, booming kick. Burford may need to call for the fair catch. Makes it at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Trojans will take over.
Yeah, and they were playing safe, Doug, because they didn't even send Trey on that one. So good work by your Trojans. Big 3 and out there.
Kinder We talked about it, Menard having a 3-0 lead. Kinder right back on top, 8-3 in that ball game. We told you they're playing one of the better teams in the state in 2A in Kinder, no doubt about that.
Does anybody in their district other than Menard kick extra points?
I don't think they do. They were wondering what they were doing out there when they attempted the field goal. Like, wait, what is this? First down and 10 for the Trojans. We'll see who they start with in the backfield. That's Kason. All the way to the near side is Hayden Burford. Up top, our first sighting. Is that Noble in the slot up there?
That's
Surely
Griffin.
not.
That's
Griffin.
Yep.
That's going to be that little inside screen to Fontenot, and he's hitting the backfield. Boy, got to hang on to that ball. Looked like they were trying to strip it away, and that one could have got away from him.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they probably did that thinking that, they would kind of decoy 5 there, and unfortunately it just didn't work out for you Trojans.
We'll see him get open in space to the near side now. He is at the slot. Safety help over the top drifts over, so they're covering this side. 3 defenders on 2 receivers. That puts Alex in lone press coverage on the far side. Now they back out of it. Snap is back. Handoff is there, and boy, that defensive line just fired through there quickly.
Yeah, they gave him
they gave him forward progress way up at the 26,
which was a 2-yard loss, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's one that Karsen may have been able to pull and at least throw away.
Third down now and 13, it looks like. Trojans have to get to the 40-yard line. Sellers and company will look over. It's K5 and Burford to the near side. Alex, the lone man, to the far side. As they make their adjustments, so does that RUSTON staff on the near side. Boy, what a chess match this is between 2 great coaching staffs.
Watch Kalen Davis, the linebacker, on the blitz.
Sellers is going to have to watch that as well. Here comes the blitz. Sellers picks it up, steps up in the pocket, dumps this one off, and they were on top of Grayson at that point. Nothing called, and that's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was nobody open across the board. K5 opened up a little, but it was after, Karsen had stepped up and really only could see one side of the field.
I think you saw Coach Bachman say, hey, take that one and run.
Yeah.
That will bring Eli Fung back in to punt this one, and that's why you kick it away if you're RUSTON on that earlier drive. Both teams kind of settling in defensively on those 2 possessions, threw it a lot more. Snap is back. Eli's got it, and he'll put a foot into this one. It's not one of his best. It'll check up and roll out of bounds. No, it stayed in, we think, and it'll go out at the 42-yard line there, where RUSTON will have their best starting field position of this early contest. 1:57 to go in the first. Wow.
Yeah, quick game. One, like I said, touchdown possession for RUSTON, then a field goal possession for us, and then 2 3-and-outs. So a smash mouth, big time 5A high school football game, Doug.
Look, this is exactly what gets everybody around the state tuning into this one. And we're glad you're here. If you're just new to us and you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel and keep up on over 400 games a season. Snap is back there. Handoff's going to go right up the middle off the left side, actually by about a yard, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I saw Xavier there. Let's see who defensive lineman was down. Jaden Bayon with, and that's the thing. Gap sound, make these guys beat you, Doug.
It's Richard and Hobbs and Bayon out there now. And, of course, you got Bryson lurking. Does he stay up? Does he go down in that 3-tech? What's the thought process for him? This time he lines up off the ball. 2nd down and 10. Hartwell turning around, sees something in the defense that he likes. It's probably that blitz that's coming. Handoff is there. Run blitz comes, spins around out of a nifty spin out of that tackle and gets 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Trey was there to fill the gap, but just didn't quite bring him down, and took Griffin and Jay Frazier.
Boy, save for that big 69-yard run. The Trojans have played the run pretty well in this one. Another 3rd down, money down for that Trojans defense. Ball rests at the 49, so you're getting dangerously close to 4-down territory. Hudson lined up out at wide receiver this time, nearest the sideline.
K5 man-to-man on him.
Yeah, you knew this was a matchup you wanted to see. Snap is back there. Toss comes to the right side. Going to be brought down, but not before the 1st down. Trey does a good job of getting the tackle, but it's after a 3.5-yard pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, good work there by Trey to close that gap that fast. But like I said, they lunge forward. Just too much open space, Doug, whenever they're coming on this side.
Yep, Hudson calling for the ball, it looks like, off to the far side, saying, hey, let's go test this about a 13-inch mismatch that we have going on. Snap is back, and they are going to go that way. And look at K5 just they're going to call the flag. Come on now. K5 just saying, look, what am I going to do?
Yeah, and the biggest issue there, Doug, in high school, if he just turns his head.
Yep.
I mean, that's the issue. They're going to call, and of course, that was a good flop, by the hands of Hudson there. But like I said, they're going to call it if you don't turn your face. And you don't even have to turn it back to the ball. If you just kind of turn and act like you're looking back. But it was very good coverage. But
loving the Jumbotron, but hating the Jumbotron.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty funny up here. Sign literally said, bag that ash, A-S-H, up. And so, that was I got a little laugh out of that. First down and 10. We go from the 33-yard line back to pass again. This time going over the middle. Wide open receiver bobbled around and caught it into the end zone over the top of Robert Harris on that one.
Yeah, Trey didn't get enough depth, as the free safety, and that just happens. Harris, ends up deep post route. I'm sorry, there's a receiver on a deep post route in front of Harris. I think that was number 1, if I'm not mistaken, who is Josiah Morgan. And, that's what happened last week. You put so much attention on Hudson, and then Morgan just had a breakout game last week.
Indeed, he did.
There's a flag, Doug.
Yeah, but it looks like it's post-possession.
Yeah, it is.
Turlings Catholic in a battle in the second quarter. They lead East Ascension 15-0 in a big one. And Coach Mikey and that group really, really wanting that ball game.
Yeah, it's big. It's a step up. Well, excuse me. It's not technically when you get into playoffs, but they're a 5A squad that are very athletic in East Ascension.
See if we can see what he calls. See who they were calling it on, but they didn't say.
He's scoring team on the offense.
Okay,
yeah.
But they didn't put it on any one player.
No, they didn't. Yeah, he just said the scoring team. He didn't give a number.
And the reason that's important is if a second one comes out, that's an ejection. Coach Dizer for West Monroe got ejected in that Neville game last week because of 2 unsportsmanlike penalties.
When they played Washita?
Mm-hmm. West Monroe head coach in that one.
Oh, wow.
So I think
he had 2 against him?
When the team got it and a sideline and a something else.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah.
Okay.
And so they're put on the coach at that point.
Mm.
So I think they're going to come back and say who it was because that is important. Said they're going to assess it on the try here and not the kickoff, but they still never told us who it was.
That doesn't sound – I don't think that's what Coach wants. Yeah, Coach doesn't want that.
Yeah, Coach is pointing it on the kickoff because he wants an opportunity to run it back. And a post-possession foul, you're supposed to be able to get your choice of it. 9 seconds remain here in the first quarter, in a first quarter that's been controlled by Ruston. They lead at 13-3 with a PAT pending. We can be careful on moving. Let's kind of joke because it's blacking out on us a little bit.
Yeah, I was fixing to say that's not going to be.
They'll come back and discuss. This will make this a 35-yard PAT if it stands.
I don't. Man, that's that's 2 times in this area, Doug, with
just confusion.
Yeah, that they just don't. If it's post-possession, you get your choice.
Looking for them to talk it over and get this figured out, and I don't know. And you saw Coach Bachman right away saying, look, I want it on the kickoff.
Yeah.
And so still coming out and talking about it a little bit more, and they're going to come all the way over to Coach Jared Ball and talk to him about it a little bit.
You know, Doug, it only happens here. It only happens up here. We've been New Orleans, we've been Opelousas, we've been West Feliciana, we've been all over the state.
Indeed. As Matthew would say, that's correct. Working on getting this figured out, and I just don't know what they're consulting as much with Coach Ball about in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's not his decision.
We'll see now with the official comes back across the way. Look, get both of them out there to midfield, and y'all talk about why. This reminds me a lot of when my kids used to ask me stuff.
Yeah.
They would go in there and ask my wife, or they'd come back in here and ask me, well, Mom said I could do this, or Dad said I could do that.
I mean, unless for some reason somebody had said that we're going to take it on the try, okay? But I can't imagine Coach.
No, and
I
it's
mean,
up to him.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
And so what puzzles me is they go over here and they talk to Coach Bogman about it. Then they come over here and talk to Coach Ball, and then they go back over there and talk to Coach Bogman again. I'm just I'm standing here beside myself.
Well, this one has taken more time than the West Monroe fiasco.
Should be on the kickoff. Yeah. All right, we're going to see. So it was. They thought it was the players high-fiving in the stands that got the penalty. That was the. We told you that.
But
so
why are
all
we?
they did, the back and forth, was to establish who the penalty was on, and it was on number 1 in that one, and that looks to be Josiah Morgan.
Yeah, but you could still see that Coach Bachman wanted it on the kick. I guess it's not allowed.
35-yard PAT attempt, certainly in the range. Snap is back there. Kick is up. And it is good from 35 yards out, and that's why you don't really care about it being on the kick.
That's right.
14-3. Ruston leads this one. We'll be back to finish off the first quarter when we come back. We are back here, Hoss Garrett Stadium, Ruston, Louisiana, and it has not been the start that the Trojans wanted. They deferred, gave up a touchdown, held a 3-and-out, and then gave up a touchdown there on a pretty short field. Menard up 10-8 over Kinder. That is in the first quarter as well. High sky kick to the near side. Bowman is going to come up and fill it. It bounces off of Tyler, and he's got to fall on it. Somebody does, and not in a gray jersey. This is not. Yeah, Trojans are going to come out. Boy, and that was just about worst fears realized there, Nick.
Yeah, that would not have been good. I was exchanging my offensive stat sheet, or my defensive stat sheet from offensive stat sheet, and see the ball on the carpet. But good work by your Trojans and still we're less than.
So, Bowman, you've talked about this, Nick.
Yeah.
Bowman comes up and he catches it off his chest, off the shoulder pads, and it's got nowhere to go but off your hands.
Yeah,
if that's going to happen.
Got to catch the ball with your hands, gentlemen. I know it sounds simple, but I mean it's the way it is.
Special teams is a monster. 18-yard line is where the Trojans will scrimmage from. That is Kason that's out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sellers back. Sees Kason out of the backfield. There's that little screen, but oh my, hit hard and
That's
incomplete.
gotta be incomplete. That was not complete. Oh, that's not complete.
They're calling that a catch and a fumble, and there's not really any way that was a catch.
No.
Wow. Look, I'm not one to – no, I'm still not going to. Dadgummit, that's they're going to talk about it, and they need to get one right tonight is all I'm hoping for. And they don't. They're going to call that a catch and a fumble. And so we'll have to go back and watch some film. But that is the final play of the first quarter, 14-3, and trouble brewing for the Trojans following that turnover. We'll be back right after this.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
Hi, this is Robin with Little Cakes with Big Attitude, and I have some exciting news. Fall is finally here, and that means our amazing fall flavors are ready to go, hot, iced, or frozen. Delight your taste buds with flavors like spiced caramel apple, cinnamon roll, maple pecan, s'mores, and of course, pumpkin spice latte.
We're back starting the second quarter here in the Trios press box. Trios on Versailles. Their brand new menu is out through October. They've got some special Fall Fest menu items. Go by there and check that out. First down at 10 following that turnover. And the ball will start at the 17-yard line. Motion there across the way. Hartwell calls for the ball, and he's back to pass on the play action. Going over the seam, over the middle, banged around. And K5 goes up. He and Robert go up and knock that one away.
Yeah, good job there by Griffin on that PBU. No handkerchief on the ground, so good work there by him.
Well, and this is a Ruston team that has shown their ability to come back in a game. And they're starting off in a big way here in this one. Second down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Clock stopped at 11:56 following that incompletion. Hartwell looks over things, walks around, and back under center he goes. Handoff is going to come to the near side. Sealed off pretty good there by the Trojans. Ethan Richard in there. Trey Williams. Also, Robert Harris is there as well, and that will be 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, good work there by Ethan. I know he got a 3-yard gain or a 2-yard gain there, but good work by him to work off his block with Raymond Harris and Trey coming to help him out.
End of the first, West Monroe and Pineville. West Monroe 14, Pineville 7. 3rd down and 8. Hartwell now has 4 receivers to the far side.
He's going to run.
He's going to keep it. Design quarterback draw up the middle. He bangs around and depends on where they spot him. They'll spot him at the 6, and that's enough for a Ruston Bearcat first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, I saw that last week against Neville, and Neville really never got a good hit on him, but he started running the ball towards the end of the game.
Trojans in dire straits in this one. There's a ton of football to go, but Ruston has pretty much had every advantage in this one. At the end of 1, Gina 8, Bunky 7.
That's a big game.
Yep. We heard Jimmy Hillman on the show a week ago. Don't forget, you can catch all the scores and highlights on the Red River Roundup at 8 a.m. Snap is there. Handoff to the left side. Good work by Jackson Townsend to make that stop in the backfield.
Yeah, good read there by Townsend, and looks like it might have been Peyton maybe on the bottom as well. No, Bayon again. Yeah, Bayon's having a good night as well, getting penetration.
Got to have you got to be able to hold them to a field goal or something. They bring that second tight end in there, trying to just muscle up and make that offensive line just a little bit more heavy. You still continue to look at Hudson. He's been targeted one time through the pass interference on that play. He's right opposite of Bryson Phoenix. Hartwell steps under center, taps the center a little bit, calls for the ball, and right up the middle it goes, and good penetration again up the middle.
Yeah, Peyton Hobbs and Ethan Richard there, and tell you, Doug, they they have that number 5 in the backfield for them is a tall young athlete too. Dalen Powell, 6'1", and then Josiah Morgan, number 1, the wide receiver, 6'1". So it's kind of easy to find Hudson, but man, whenever he's on the end of the line of scrimmage, those other two look big.
Indeed, they do. 3rd down and goal from the 5. I formation behind Hartwell. He'll stand there, call for it. Going to keep it in the option to the near side, and that's the man you were just talking about. Runs right over Robert Harris, and that is a touchdown for Ruston. They have scored on 3 or 4 possessions tonight, Nick.
Yeah, just not much of an answer. And of course, you give a team like this a short field, and it's not going to be a good night, but still plenty of football left to play, Doug. 9-10 left in this second quarter, and the Trojans need to make some adjustments.
And again, we told the Trojans will get the ball to start the second half. They deferred things, but just Ruston a step ahead in this game thus far.
Yeah. A couple of breaks gone their way, and I'm not talking about just a fumble. And
that is Joaquin Ramos that is teeing this thing up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. 21-3, Ruston leads this one. We'll be back right after this.
The Rapid School-Based Health Center brings healthcare straight to your child at no cost to you. We provide comprehensive physicals, wellness checks, sick visits, sports physicals, immunizations, behavioral health counseling, and more. Our licensed medical providers, nurses, and social workers are ready to care for your children with no out-of-pocket cost to families or the school board. Our purpose is simple: keep students in school, parents at work, and help students thrive. Sign up today and help keep Rapids healthy.
And we are back here, Trojans with 9:10 to go until halftime. They need to put a drive together here. They've been stopped on their last couple. One play last drive, and there was that fumble. Sky kick over to the far side, and that is going to be Doherty that has it at the 30-yard line. Spins out of a tackle there and will make his way out to the 40-yard line where the Trojans will start with pretty good field position. Down in Lafayette, Turlings Catholic out to a big lead, 28-7. They lead this one. That is in the second quarter, and looking for a big win there from the Rebels. Here it's the Bearcats, 21-3 in this one. And it's been all Ruston breaks and scores and all of that. Karsen now has 2 in the backfield with him. It's K5 will get it on the end around, and they are on that quickly.
Yeah, Doug, we talked about this defensive line, and like I said, pound for pound, we've got them by a bunch, but quickness, they're definitely winning that.
And they're getting into the backfield. Alex goes over there and looks at Karsen a little bit, but I think it's because he didn't go into the huddle. K5 gives him the play as they come out to the hash mark and the yard line, respectively. Kason Williams goes out, so it's an empty backfield. They'll go to Kason on the far side. He's going to have to make a man miss, just runs over him instead, and is going to get out to the 49-yard line, 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, we'll take that 9-yard gain that 10-yard gain after that 2-yard loss. Good work there by Kason from Karsen.
Got to get to the other 49. You're on your own 49. Have to get to the Bearcat 49 to move the sticks. Handoff is going to go. No, Carson's going to pull that one, cuts up, thought about getting to the outside, but just goes in and gets the first down. Good pull and run by Karsen Sellers.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there by Karsen, and that was one that we talked about earlier. I thought he was going to keep one earlier.
And you don't have to run. You just have to give the impression of it there by running a couple. Toss goes to the far side, and Kason, good blocking out there. Kason banging around. And this is getting Nick back a little bit to that drive from the first drive they had.
Yeah, and the thing about it is as long as they can, like I said, as long as they can do this and finish with points, it'd be great. 2nd
down now and 4 after that 6-yard gain from the 41. They have to get to the 37-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Burford out to the near side. That's Kason in the backfield, and Alex now comes into the yard where the yard is marked. Snap is back. Toss is going to go to Kason. He's got good room off to that left side again. It's going to fall out of bounds for a 1st down.
Yeah, let's see if they give him the 35 or they're going to give him the 30. Yeah, give him the 35 there. So
had to get to the 37 and got a couple of yards past it. So first down and 10 from the 35. Trojans have been down here before but bogged down and settled for a field goal. Need to pay this one off. First down and 10 from the 35. Go your Trojans left to right. Handoff is Noble now. Noble's met but bangs through. And, boy, it's good to see him taking on contact.
Yeah, big run there. Looks like they're going to give him 6. And like I said, one thing we missed about Noble is he runs like he's mad at the ground, and it doesn't look like he's lost that.
He's not eased up on his anger.
That's
Second
right.
down and 5 from the 30. Back to pass. That is a quick hitter over to Burford. It's going to be complete for a first down. That's Nick is just taking what they gave you.
Yep, that's it. He's going to get a 7-yard gain there, pitch and catch, the little stopper out. I still want him to come back a little bit more and catch it with his hands. But it's a good gain there for a first down.
First and 10 just outside the red zone to the 22. Sellers has it, gives it to Noble, and there's going to be a false start. Looked like Noble moved a little bit beforehand, and that'll put the Trojans behind the sticks on first down.
Yeah, I think Pete's been very quick as well, so just kind of
they're going to call that offensive line. They'll call Pete. So
yeah, no, but you're right. Noble's got that. He's got that little shimmy too. That
so first down and 15 now back to the 27. Line to gain is the 12-yard line. Motion is Kason out to the top, so that leaves Sellers with an empty backfield. Calls for the ball. Fakes the little pump. Down the middle he goes, and off the hands. And, boy, that's just.
Oh, that's not.
How is that not?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. There's no ball there. He takes a step, and, I mean, his head's not turned.
Second down and 15 we go. And, boy.
And Doug, don't get me wrong. I love hitting. I mean, that's part of the game, but that's.
They're still going to have to continue to call a consistent ball game is all you ask. You know, let them play. If you're going to let them play physical, let them play. Second down and 15, but that in every ounce of the word was a defenseless player.
Yes.
Second down and 15, they go. 2 men in the backfield with Karsen.
Yeah, Burford left early.
Yeah, sure did, and that's going to make it second down and 20 now. And, boy, they're just going backwards.
Yeah, Doug, and I'm not going to sit here and say that's targeting because it wasn't. He did not hit him
with
the
not
crown or anything.
No, that's
but
right.
You're right, it was defensive. Oh, about to mute this microphone over here.
Trojans have a lot of work to do. Second down and 20. They've still got to get to the 12. The ball rests at the 32-yard line. Burford at the top. Alex to the near side. Defense pressure comes up. They'll fake the handoff, and they've got K5 out of the backfield. He's wide open to the 10-5. Touchdown, Kyron Griffin. Touchdown, Trojans.
32-yard pitch and catch there from Karsen to K5, and he just did a little wheel right out the backfield, and glad he caught it and beat him, but here we go, Trojans. Now we need to come back on defense and make a play.
Now you're getting a little bit of your momentum going. That drive took just about 3 minutes. And the Trojans do pay it off, and that was just a well-designed play. Kinder up now 16-10 in that ball game over Menard. Senior night for the Eagles. Gumbo cook-off night, all of that. Future Eagle night, snap is back, kick is up, and it is good.
Hit the Jumbotron.
21-10 in this one. Trojans with a pretty good drive right there. We'll be back, see what they can do defensively when we come back.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
And we are back here to Ruston and Hoss Garrett Stadium. Trojans having to overcome a lot of things in this one. One of them is a 18-point deficit. They score the touchdown there, make it 21-10. Pretty good drive, just what the Trojans needed.
Yeah, big work there by your Trojan offense to overcome 2 false starts those were good calls. And we just have 30 yards of penalties that we've missed.
Kick is away, and it's
dang, that hit one of their up man. It went off his head.
It went off his head
Yep.
and then into the end zone?
Yep, that deflected off.
You got to be kidding
He line drive that, and it hit the guy's head.
And goes out of the end zone?
Yeah, if I'm
That's
wrong,
a safety.
If I'm wrong,
No,
if I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Just like on that play, if Coach Bachman tells me after that was the correct call on that unsportsmanlike, I will be the first one to say it on air that I was incorrect.
First down and 10 now for the Bearcats of Ruston from the 20-yard line. Hartwell and the Bearcats offense has been solid. They've scored on 3 of 4 possessions, albeit one of them a short field. He'll turn around, talk to his back. That's back then. We've seen that young man it's going to be the fullback. No, it bounces back to Hartwell. Yeah. I don't know if the fullback had it or not, if it just bounced off his back, but that's a 3-yard, 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Jackson Townsend, and to be honest with you, Doug, I'm glad it did delay it, because if he does keep that ball, that hole, was wide open.
Powell is that big 6'1" running back in the backfield with Hartwell. Out at the fullback position is number 10. That is Lander Smith. So Hartwell now back to pass. That's stopped and thrown complete. And Carrick is going to go and make the tackle there. And, look, he's going to catch his passes. You just got to tackle, and that's what they did.
Yeah, good work there by Carrick. Like I said, you don't – because one thing about him, Doug, is he can actually run. So it's not like you can just, not give him, the chance, because he will go over the top on you. So good work by K5 there to stop, plant, make the tackle for the short gain, and now we have a big 3rd and 2 here.
Look, this is what you need after a big score like that.
Watch this sweep to this side.
Hartwell and company trying to point like there was an offsides, and there's not, so they'll just walk up back to the line of scrimmage. 5:02 to go until halftime in a very rapidly moving first half. Hartwell calls for ball's on the ground. He's going to recover it, but that'll be 4th down. And that's 2 out of the last 3 that there's been a bad exchange there.
And, Doug, I don't know if you saw, but after they audibled, Asher's defense switched Trey and Harris. Harris was on this side. The run was going to come this way, so that when they audibled, Trey came on this side and Harris on the other side. So good work there by your Trojan defensive staff as well.
Little chess match. Hayden Burford back to the 36-yard line. Well, this punt special teams has been difficult. Snap is back. That kick is up and away. You just got to get out of the way and let it go.
Just leave it.
This bounce, we'll take it wherever it stops now. And that'll be the 32-yard line is where the Trojans will have it. So they get a big touchdown, Nick. They get a big stop.
Yeah, and, man, something different, which, it's obviously legal, but they had a man in motion on their punt. That was pretty neat. But Jay Frazier picked him up, so it's something to keep an eye on going forward.
Give you thoughts of perhaps a jet sweep on a fake or something like that.
Yeah, especially on that short distance like that.
Yep. And if anything, they tried to draw them off sides. They tried to point like, they jumped and get a call and didn't do it. This will be Kason that comes out with Karsen. Menard with a lead, 17-16 in this one. They've got to be nearing halftime in that one. And, boy, you got to love the way Coach Perkins and that Eagle team are playing tonight.
Yeah, especially against that Kinder team.
Yep. Snap is back. Play action to Kason. Karsen now in trouble. It's going to spin around. Does not get out of it. Thought he was, but all the way back to the 15, and that's a 18-yard loss on that one.
Yes, sir. Just to get beat off this side, and sometimes you just got to throw it in the bleachers, unfortunately.
Now you look for some little screen or draw to get something back here, because you don't need to have your back to the wall in this one. It's going to be just an inside handoff to Kason. Kason looking for a block, and he gets it from Alex. Gets all the loss back from the sack, plus a couple, and he's all the way out to the 37.
Yep, 25-yard gain there from the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, not 25. That would be a 20-yard gain because we were from the 17.
From the 17 out to the 37, 20-yard gain, and that brings up third down and very manageable 6, considering it was a 25-yard or 27-yard second down attempt.
Yeah, big third down here. We need to get down, score some points before halftime, and then get the ball back.
Well, that's just a big run, an opportunity to Belichick them a little bit. Here comes motion to the near side, back to pass, and they've got him wide open out to this side. Got to spin around and see it, and he's going to be out of trouble that time. It gets hit hard there, and boy, it just turns and spins and gets hit play after play. You had Thibodeau wide open.
Yeah, and as soon as he goes to pop look this way, it was like I said, it was he was covered by the safety.
Looked like a flag
blitz
there at the end of it, and this could be crucial if that's a 15-yarder against Ruston.
I think it might be on Karsen slamming the ball. I think, but I hope I'm wrong.
I thought that was his head that slammed down after as hard as he got hit.
Nope, Ash is celebrating, so let's see.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We'll see what they're going to call there, Nick. Well, that's going to be close to 15 yards that they have to go, and it might entice them to go for it.
Right. Told you.
It's going to offset is what it does. So there'll be one issued on Karsen. There'll be one issued on number 91, Hunter Soto, and it'll stay where it's back, so no foul, no harm, I guess, if you will, in that one. But this is one of those under 2.5, you got to get it away.
Yeah, just got to get rid of the ball faster. I know it's developing plays, but they're too quick up front for that. And we talked about that, pregame. We talked about how quick they are off the line. And that's why I think we've done so well in the run game is we've been able to push them around.
It'll be fourth down.
They're coming to talk. Oh, God, they're coming to get a ball. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fourth down and 15. Eli on to kick this one away. You have got to get this ball out of there. You can ill afford, as well as you've played the last 5 or 6 minutes of clock time, to give up something cheap here.
Yeah.
They've got 2 men back deep. That is number 5. Dalen Powell, and also number 15 is back there with him. That's Davin DeMoss. This is one of those, Eli, just put a foot into it, buddy. He stands back at the 14. He's received it there. The kick is away, and that's a good one. It's going to turn over.
Yes.
That's exactly. This could be trouble on here. Got to get down there and make a tackle, and, boy, that's Robert Harris just going down there and doing work.
Yeah, good work there by Harris, and a big play there. Big punt by Eli.
That's a cool play of the game candidate right there. That is, you can't underestimate the power of that punt. Raymond Harris there. I don't know what I called him.
Robert.
Oh, did I? Well, there you go. Raymond Harris. There you have it. I think most of the game I've called him Raymond, though, so that's one out of a few isn't bad. Or if the Trojans now can get something, one more, you just call on that defense one more time. Back in the backfield with Hartwell is Powell. They're in that I formation. First down and 10 from the 17-yard line. They're content to go into the half. Toss is back to the near side. Got to make a tackle, and they submarine and get in there. Jackson Townsend continuing to read the gaps and make tackles.
Yeah, good work there by Jackson. I think that's Trey. And Trey as well. It came up and just a little gimpy, but hopefully he can walk it off. But good work by those two for a short gain.
Give him 2 on the play, make it second down and 8.
We still have 3 timeouts, Doug, so if we get a stop here, he might use a timeout.
2:07 and counting. Have to get to the 27-yard line. Snap is back, and they're looking to pass. They're going to turn and throw there, up and out of the way. And Raymond Harris doing great work in defense on Ahmad Hudson.
Yes, sir, and good work there by Raymond. And like I said, big play there for Jayton Terry. And we'll take that incompletion to stop the clock for us.
Raymond Harris goes up and gets that one. And just to look at it, Raymond is 5'8", and Ahmad Hudson is 6'8". So there you have it.
Yeah.
1:57 clock stopped following that incompletion. Hartwell and that group will look over. Ethan Richard stands up with them, and they settle back in. Just got to get off the field, cash in on this money down. And there's
Ethan
Richard
Richard,
right there to make the play.
That's a good job, boys.
Now you get the timeout. They're letting the clock run. They stop it at 1:49. And now's where you would really love to see an opportunity to get down there and score.
Yes.
And get the ball back, start second half.
Definitely get the, we get the Belichick in play now.
Carry a little momentum with you. After that flurry, the Trojans' defense has been solid. But, again, the one touchdown was after the interception or the fumble or whatever you want to call it, gave them a short field. So the Trojans' defense, all in all, has not played bad.
Yeah, no, they don't, like I said, the one big play early. But other than that, you are correct.
4th and 8. Trojans have taken a timeout, wanting to save all of the clock that they can. We'll see who they put back here. It's rotated a couple of guys. Burford seems to be the most sure-handed back there, Nick. I don't think he's the most explosive that you would think to break one, and that's no offense to Hayden at all. It's just he's the most sure-handed, and he comes out to midfield around the 45-yard line.
And the problem is their punter's been very inconsistent. I mean, one of them went in the air for 30 yards. The other one's gone in the air for 40 yards. So
how about you go back to that punt now from Eli a minute ago?
Talk about.
Snap is back there. This kick is short and high, and that's fair catch. Needs to be there. It's called for and made at the 47, and the Trojans have dynamic field position here for the last minute 42.
Yeah, that's big work there by Hayden Burford and that Trojan defense, but Hayden to come up and make that play, especially with a person in his face. See how Carson's feeling. Like I said, he took 2 knocks on the last series. What are we talking about? Oh, there's a flag.
Needs to be against Ruston here and get a little deeper. That would be fine because the Trojans starting out with just about as good a field position. They're looking like an illegal motion is what they're going to be calling. Illegal shift. So they're saying that didn't get set, and that was that motion you talked about earlier, Nick. And so the Trojans now will go from the 42 to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's not. I'm wondering if it wasn't illegal earlier in the game because, like I said, it was kind of. I've never seen that.
They're
before.
marking it off from the 44. Is that where he made the fair catch?
Yeah, but he called about the 44 and he lunged forward. So obviously they couldn't.
I just don't know that they can assess that at the end of this play. They have to take it from the spot and re-kick it, or
decline it.
Yeah, and that's just what.
And see, that's what's. Yes, they're getting it right, Doug, but that's sad because he had to come over here and ask this gentleman.
Right.
After he's announced it.
Yeah, and Bachman saying, no, we just want the ball right there. We're not cooking this again. 1:42 to go until halftime. We appreciate those folks that are watching in, and I just I'm standing here beside myself. I don't.
It's a good thing we don't have the ambiance mic tonight.
So no penalty. The penalty was there. The penalty was declined. You can't take it at the end of the play on an illegal shift. First down and 10 from the 44. Burford and Fontenot in there at receiver. That toss goes out to Kason. Kason hops through, rolls over, is down to the 40-yard line. And Trojans will go tempo 134 and counting until halftime. Second down and 6.
Trojans still have 2 timeouts, Doug.
Yeah, because they didn't have to take the one. Well, they took the one on third down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Snap is back there. Play action to K5, and they went after K5, and he's going after Fontenot. To the house he goes. Fontenot diving into the end zone. Show the ball. Show the hands. Touchdown, Trojans. 40-yard
play there from Karsen Sellers to Alex Fontenot, and just a big play diving catch on that one. And I will say that Karsen, great adjustment there because it looked like K5 knocked the ball loose.
Do you think they weren't keying on Griffin right there?
Yeah. So great work there. Kind of thought you know, he might overthrow him, but Fontenot left his feet, and that's definitely a
Quote of the day in the pregame. How do you get them involved? Throwing the ball.
Yeah, and that was a quick play too. They didn't wait around to make.
The fake was them keying on Kyron Griffin. Snap back, kick up. It is off the top of the Jumbotron and good. 21-17 Trojans with 14 unanswered. We'll be back as it is a minute 11 until halftime right after this. And Coach.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticClub.com.
And we are back here. Eli Fung does his couple of hops and walks back 11 yards, and we'll get this thing up and going. Menard with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter extend their lead. It's 23-16 now.
Let's go Eagles.
Eli with a foot into this one, hammers this one back into the end zone, and that's going to be another Eli Fung touchback. And RUSTON will start from the 20.
Yeah, big work there, and just, you know, need to not let them back into this for sure. Keep the momentum going.
Dare I say, you find a way to get the ball back, get it in double Belichick them here.
Still have 2 timeouts, Doug.
You just have to avoid some sort of chaos in the final 71 seconds or so.
Yeah, RUSTON has all 3 of their timeouts.
And again, one of the plays that they have in their pocket is to go down the field to Hudson and just try to get some PI, a 50-50 ball or something. We'll do it here. Both sides starting to make some noise.
They brought 9 in late. I hope Carrick sees. Yeah, okay. K5 sees them. They brought 9 in late.
Here comes pressure off the backside. Spinning around. Helmet does come off of Bryson Phoenix, so he'll have to come off. But a tremendous work off the edge. And Bryson's running off without his helmet.
No, he's got it in his right hand.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I've noticed, and I'm wondering if it's those new slip snaps that they have where they can adjust it. You know, it used to be we had to adjust it, snap it.
That's
but
right.
Those slip snaps right now, you just see that so often now. The helmet's coming off.
41 seconds remaining in here. Neither team takes a timeout. A second down and 9. It looks like they both may be looking to get into halftime to make some adjustments. But Hartwell goes back in the shotgun, brings a man in motion, and back to pass. He's not content to go. He's going over the top. Got a man open. Going back. What a one-handed catch. Are you kidding me? Raymond Harris has it now. 40. What a catch. 30. Good block there to the 20 and out of bounds. And dare I say, you got 15 seconds to go.
Big work there, but we'll watch it on the Jumbotron. Boy, I thought he was beaten. Just a great work to come back and make that.
We were talking in the break that catch in the end zone by Fontenot was the play of the game. Not so fast on that one. Raymond Harris says, hold this football and watch what's going on.
Yeah, and Raymond's, like I said, he's filling in for Jayton Terry. So
15 seconds to go. Ball rests at the 21-yard line. Trojans definitely in field goal range here, but they want to pay this one off.
I'm sitting there thinking in my head, get it in the middle of the park and let it yell. But, you know, I'm usually very conservative. Just can't take a sack here, Karsen.
No, not at all. Sellers now has a couple of blockers in the backfield with him. He's back to pass. They do chip. The screen goes the other way. Kason's wide open, and he's got blockers in front of him. Kason 10, 5, Kason into the end zone. Touchdown, Kason Williams. Touchdown, Trojans.
Didn't I say, Doug, we're going to run the backside screen? Oh, what a play call, Coach Bachman, and a great block down the field by Carter Rivette, and there was another one in front of him as well. But 21-yard running back. Backside screen there to Kason. So, and your Trojans take the lead.
One play, 6 seconds. Goodness gracious, 21 yards on that pass and catch. And, boy, these Trojans are fired up. What a way to battle back in this one. Sellers looks back at Eli, calls for the ball, snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. And for the first time tonight, your Trojans lead this one 24-21, 9 seconds to go in this one. We're going to keep it right here, Nick. Take me through this last minute 11 or so.
Yeah, just great work by your Trojan defense to start it off, to get us the ball back initially, and then a big over-the-top play to Alex Fontenot to bring it to 21-17. Then the very conservative play call. I'm sorry, the excellent play call by Coach Bogdan, Coach Dono on that running back screen. And I'll tell you, Doug, it's just that's the way you beat an attacking defense, is if you can get the screen game. And that's probably why they tried it early with Alex. Tried to get the 2 screens to him. One was for a 2-yard loss. The other was the fumble.
That's a double Belichick is what that is.
You called it. That's right.
We said we just needed something big to happen. And have you seen an INT like that one from Raymond Harris?
No, and that's his first one. And like I said, he's filling in for Jayton Terry, who's not even dressed out tonight. So good work by that young man.
Eli, we need another one from you, buddy. Puts a foot into this one. High and short and returnable out to the 5-yard line, and you got to make a tackle. Firing through and making the tackle.
Sykesville.
Sykesville, of course it is. 5 seconds to go in this one. And it looks, if you looked up special teams tackles in the dictionary, you'd find Sykesville in there.
Yeah, for sure. Him and Marion Simon, number 47. And man, every year, Doug, we've had them. Last year was Colby Pope, and we've just had them, year after year after year. And these young men, that's their opportunity to get on the field, and they take advantage of it.
And look, they tell us nothing but good things about Julius Sykesville and what he's going to do in his senior campaign. But we got a lot of work to do in this junior campaign of his.
Yeah.
Game was 21-3 not long ago. Ruston had the lead. It's 24-21 currently with 5 seconds to go. And handoff is up the middle, and you got to prevent something from breaking free, spinning, trying to get something. And that will do it. We have reached halftime. And folks at home, pay attention. Trojans roar back. They score 21 unanswered. It is 24-21 in this one, following a tremendous pass and catch from Karsen Sellers to Alex Fontenot. That beautiful, beautiful interception that was there by the hands of Raymond Harris. And then how about that conservative play call on the backdoor screen to get there, the wheel right off the backside, Nick?
So, great work there.
Look, we're going to head out to halftime. We're going to pay some bills, take the commercial break. When we come back, there'll be no audio until we get back from halftime. But stick around for what is going to be a thriller, my friends. Doug Gann, Nick Magnano, Matthew Magnano, we will see you back after halftime with Coach Bachman. From the 40, again, the up man watching for that one. That's going to go over the head of Noble. K5 gets it now. Griffin's at the 5. He picked it up at the 3. So to the 10, 15. Hit hard, but spins around outside of that goes Griffin. Griffin down the side and driven out of bounds. And that ended.
Yes.
There's going to be 15 yards tacked onto to the end of that one. And that's not how you want to come out of this if you're Jared Ball and that Ruston team. But the Trojans looking good.
Yeah, big return there by K5. After a little confusion on who was going to actually return it. But they figured it out, and with his speed, and a big play there by that young man.
St. Mary's up 21-6 at halftime. Turling's Catholic on top of East Ascension 28-14. That game's going to tighten up, you can believe, down the stretch. Here it is 24-21. Ash leads Ruston after a flurry towards the end of it. But all of that can get flushed. It's 0-0. You've got to come out here, and you cannot let what happened to you happen from that first quarter.
Yeah, so that's their third penalty of night, Doug. So they now have 45 yards in penalties, all 3 of them personal fouls.
Well,
or unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're
correct.
correct.
Was this one called unsportsmanlike, or was that personal foul?
Personal foul, excuse me.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, 2 unsportsmanlike and yes, you're correct.
So they're all the 15-yard variety, but where they differ is the unsportsmanlike conduct. You get a second one, it carries ejection. First down and 10. Trojans have it from the 46-yard line following the penalty. Carson's got Kason. Toss is going to go to Kason following that big pulling guard, and Price leading the way out there.
Yeah, big patience there behind Thibodeau and Price, and that's going to be a good 6-yard gain there for Kason on first down.
Trojans came out and ran the ball every play of their very first drive in this and tried to establish that line of scrimmage. They pick up 7 there, 2nd down and 3. Same toss, same pulling guard on the outside of it. And, boy, Price gets choked down at the end of that play. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. So got 4 yards there, or 5 yards there for the first down, so 11 yards on the first 2 plays here.
We'll do our best to check in with you on the clock situation. It's just early on in this 3rd quarter, but we'll keep you updated throughout. Kason off to the left side, banging around, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give him another 5 yards.
Yeah, that one a little dive there instead of the sweep, but once again, good result off that left side, 5 yard.
Noble into the game now on 2nd down and 5. Ball rests at the 30-yard line. Have to get to the 25. There's Noble. Cuts back to the middle. Noble, first down, spun around down to the 21-yard line. And I don't know what they told that offensive line at halftime, but it's working.
Yeah, 9-yard gain there. Once again, off the left center again. And like I said, Thibodeau filling in there with that H-back position.
That's Burford at the top. Alex to the near side. Noble up the middle. Runs a little more upright. The ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. And looks like one of the linemen, falls on it for the Trojans. And that was big-time work.
Whew. Yeah, we're going to give him a I'm going to say he probably had a 5-yard gain there, Doug. It looked like the fumble went lateral here. So
look, that's Carter Rivette that falls on that one. So big-time work of recognizing that. 2nd down and 6. There goes Kason to the far side. Falls forward for a couple of yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and short.
Kason with 3. And we talked about that. I mean, Noble hasn't played for 3.5 games, and, he's got those pins he just took out, so.
Well, you got a defensive lineman on this side. If you want to run it to this side, that's the time. Instead, they go to the top. Again, they have found something, Nick, on that left side.
Yeah, and yes, he gets in there. I think they dropped the
It's to the 10-yard line is where the ball's at, so it's going to be a first. They had to get to the 20, to the 11.
And they give him right at the 11, don't they? Yep. So, okay. So.
I don't care where they gave him. They're moving the sticks, and it's a first down. But, this right side defensive tackle got shaken up on the play before, but cannot substitute out unless he goes down. Snap is back. They go up the middle this time to Kason. Spun around, still falling forward.
Yeah, it looks like number 4. I think the linebacker there came through, and or might have been 20. Yeah, it was 22. Excuse me. Which I mean, like I said, we know he's a really good ball player. That's Keelan Davis Jr. Excuse me, for 1-yard gain there.
Trojans have taken 2.5 minutes off there. We sit at 9:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. Just a typical drive that we've seen these Northeast Louisiana teams put on us in years gone by.
Yeah.
Snap is back. Toss goes to Case at the far side. The left side, they're finding something they like. This time, what is the right side of the defense for Ruston stood up on that one.
Yeah, I thought he might have had a little bit more than that, but he got hit going sideways, so that's a 2-yard gain. So here we are. We're 3rd and 6, Doug.
They can get to the 1, so they don't have to get to the end zone. Boy, that's a – what, are they going to have a false start in there?
I don't know. He threw the
Yep, false start against the offense. So what was 3rd and 7 will now be 3rd and 12.
Telling you that that Jumbotron is loud. It is loud.
Yeah, and they're funny. They got that's funny stuff. 8:56 to go. That was that bus backing up that you heard. We told you about that one earlier. 3rd down and 11, broadcasting live from the Trios press box. And a timeout is called by Coach Bachman and the Trojans wanting to make sure that they have everything right. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back to the Trios press box right after this. We are back here, and not sure. Looks like the audio, the internet checking in and out on us a little bit. We'll see if we can make an adjustment now. We'll have it in its entirety. But that should get things back. Let's just drop this down a little bit.
Yeah, I was just skipping with us because the internet gets a little slow when you have
so many people on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in and out also. Trojans will come back in here. 3rd down and 11. 3rd down and 12, correction to go. Crowd is getting loud, and boy, the internet is having some difficulties here. So bear with us, folks at home. 3rd down and 12, have to get to the 1-yard line for the first down. Sellers and company look over. That's Doherty up there at the top. You've got Griffin and Fontenot to the near side. Snap is back to Sellers. Good protection. He's stepping up, going over into the corner on the fade, and that time he's not going to be able to get it. No flags, and it'll bring up 4th down, and expect a field goal opportunity coming up from Eli Fung.
Yeah. Doug, we went ahead and took the tablet off the Wi-Fi, so hopefully that'll help with the internet.
Well, it is nearly non-existent in this one. Not sure what's going on with that. It's been pretty good the entire first half. We apologize for those. This is a 30-yard field goal attempt from Eli. Snap is back. Kick is up. Boy, he hammers that one through, and it's up, and it's good. Trojans now lead this one 27-21. We'll be back right after that, see if we can get a correction on what's going on our internet. We are brought to you all season long by the Kubota Tractor Dealers of Louisiana. We'll be right back.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Find a dealer near you at LouisianaKubotaDealers.com.
And we are back here. Understand there are some internet issues. We're working on that. There's really not anything that we can do once it gets down to that point of it. We're relying on that signal here, but that kick is up and it is away. Eli is going to find that one into the end zone once again, and they call the touchback.
Don't do that to me, people. Don't do that to me, people. Oh, boy. Okay. 1 T's right there, so maybe 1 T can give me a clarification on that one. So,
look, this thing is just in and out. It goes up to where we need and then down, almost not manageable. We will have the entire game in its entirety on the recording and have that up for you, of course, on the way home. But we just unfortunately are at the mercy of the situation up here. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, 4 bars, Doug.
From the 20-yard line following another touchback. Handoff is there, and X meets him right away. Xavier White in there. Got to believe Townsend's in there. No, he gets up. So there's Hobbs. I see Bryson Phoenix in there and a host of others.
Yeah, good work there by X and Bryson and Hobbs to plug that hole on that short gain. He fell forward for 2.
Looks like it stabilized a little bit, guys, so we should have some success from it there. 2nd down and 9. Yeah, when you rely on the world of Wi-Fi, internet, and hotspots, life is tough. 2nd down and 9 we go. Back to pass is Hartwell. Throws it inside and out.
Great
Boy,
work,
just
Butcher.
yeah, look at Trey Williams just go up and knock that one away.
Yeah, the coach right there wanted a PI, but that was just perfect timing. He went for the ball, which is why there was very little contact, as he was actually going for an interception. So good work there by Trey.
Well, he didn't have to dive for it, so it made it more difficult on him. Boy, that Trey is a ball player.
Yep, big 3rd and 8 here for your Trojan defense.
3rd down and 8, have to get the nose of the football to the 30-yard line. Yeah, it looks like we've stabilized. So, folks at home, I think you're back with us now. Again, we will re-upload the broadcast. I don't think you've missed too much on it. Back to passes, Hartwell. Here comes pressure. That little slant is complete. Spun around. He's going to have a first down. Boy, just perfect play call there for us. And sometimes they just make a play.
Yeah, big work there by number 5, who's actually Dalen Powell, the running back. They had him flankered out, and a big play there by him.
Still 24-24 Menard. There's a ball on the ground. Going to fall down, and X will get credit for a sack right there.
So just and, you know, I will say this. Bayon was there.
Yep.
So I mean, anytime you get that quarterback's eyes, you know, moving just a little bit, I mean, that could make a difference. So loss of 5 there for the Bearcats.
Checking back in now is Lander Smith, the running back. Tioga all over Peabody in that one, 49-6. Tioga looking to hold on to their number 4 spot in the power rankings. Good season for Coach Dan Chrisman and Case Malone, Kervin Johnson, and those guys. Kenny Ponche, that group. Snap is back. Handoff is there. Bulling his way through, but just getting back past the original line of scrimmage following that sack. And it'll be 3rd down and 9 again.
Yeah, what were we talking about last night where Jackson could be a freshman right now?
Yeah.
And that one, he was there on the play, and just a little bit older running back, you know, was able to beat him there.
And we did look it up. We're not able to redshirt him and keep him a year. 3rd down and 9. Money down for the Trojans. Can they cash in? Hartwell claps, and they look over. He's got that big running back in the backfield with him. Boy, he has been something in there. That is Powell.
Oh, Hudson left early.
Yep. Going the other way with it. There goes Jay, and that one is thrown out of bounds, and nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down as Bryce is letting folks know about it. Bryce and Phoenix there letting folks know. And Hudson was used kind of as a decoy that time.
Yeah, and I think that was Hudson. It might have been number 9, Doug. I don't see Hudson coming off unless he came off very quick.
Well, he was right on the sideline.
Yeah, okay.
And got off there because his pattern brought him nearest the sideline.
Gotcha, okay.
Trojans hold on the Bearcat first possession. Here comes that motion again. This is what they got flagged for last time. He does settle in and gets that. Here comes Trey. Trey's got another one. Trey Williams has got another one. It's going to bounce around. It won't go to the first, so it's still going to be Trojan football. Trojan football.
You know, and that's one that Coach talked about. You know, he talked about it being
look, that was worse fears realized right there. Could have been had it gotten past the line to gain.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to talk about here, gentlemen. Even if Ruston recovered it, it's still Trojan football.
That's correct, because they did not make the line to gain, and there was no change of possession.
Yeah, there was not a change of possession. Please don't think that K5 had that in his possession, because he did not.
Look.
Yes, thank you.
There you go. They'll call it correctly, and it will go over to the Trojans, and they will have it once again, Nick, from the 40-yard line in plus territory, and that's just huge.
Yeah, another big block. And once again, although it didn't go back towards, you know, their end zone, big work there by Trey.
That's Trey's 4th block of the season.
I don't know what coach is mad about.
I don't see what he can be, or flag him.
Yeah,
Either
get him
way.
off the field. Get him off the field. Throw the flag. He's inside the numbers. I mean, there's no change of possession.
That's correct.
Yeah, I mean, even the said he's bobbled. There was no change of possession. No, he did not.
And looking for it, but not going to get it answered. And,
oh, my gosh.
Look, the passion between Thomas Bachman and Jared Ball, longtime friends, and they are both as passionate about this game as you'll find.
No, why are we even talking about it, gentlemen? There was no possession. There's no possession. Oh, my gosh.
And they're going to come out and discuss it again. And both of the officials have said it was bobbled and never possessed.
Mm. And the question is here, if they think that Griffin gained possession and then fumbled the ball, then it would be Ruston ball. But there was no possession there. And
they'll come back over here and get an earful from Coach Ball once again. And, you know, he's out fighting for his squad. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the work and the effort. Turling's Catholic is going to move to 8-0, Nick, and what a big show that's going to be Monday night. It's 43-14 in the 3rd quarter. And, yes, I'm calling that one like an early election. on that one. That is a big win for first-year head coach Michael Corville, the proud 2014 graduate of Turlings Catholic. Come out and join us Monday night at Pizza Village.
At some point, they got to throw the flag on him. Look at Bachman. Bachman's like, you got to be kidding me. He said, let's play. He's inside the 40.
Well,
he's inside the numbers. He's
inside the head of that side judge, too.
Yeah, my gosh.
Trojans looking to do work. Boy, a snap throw over here would be a big one. Instead, Sellers the toss. Now they go the other way with it. Oh, that's big lane there for Kason. Kason sheds a little arm tackle down to the 25-yard line, and that's another big first down. Kason having a big night for the Trojans.
Yeah, 15-yard carry on his 21st carry of the game, Doug. And like I said, good poise there by your Trojans to not let that get them flustered.
34 seconds. So they take 5 seconds off the clock before they snap the football. And this is a frenetic pace that the Trojans are running with.
Yeah, 2-yard gain there for Kason. And he's just getting stronger, Doug, as the season goes.
You need to finish this drive with a touchdown, though. Snap is back. Hand off to Kason. Kason looks to the corner now. 20, 10. There goes Kason, ridden out of bounds inside the 5 to the 4. And it'll be first down and goal.
19-yard there, run off this right side, Doug, for Kason. And going to see they're bringing in.
They're going to bring him to the 6-yard line is where it'll go mark it officially. But the Trojans go quickly again. 5 seconds off the play clock is all. Now 6 and 7. Handoff goes to Kason. Kason up the middle, finishing. Just getting down inside the 1, maybe at the 2 is what they'll give him. So give him 4 on that, Nick. 5:17 remaining in the third quarter. 5:17. What a drive this has been for the Trojans in the third quarter.
You have to want it more here, gentlemen. You have to want it more.
Snap is back to Sellers. They're going to go Kason again. He jumps over the submarine tackle. Far side, they mark him just outside the goal line. Neither official has the touchdown. As we crawl under 5 minutes to 4:50, this would be a big emotional gain for the Trojans if they can get this thing into the end zone. I don't see that there's a credit card's distance between the nose of the football and the goal line as that Ruston crowd comes to their feet. Trojan fans equaling the exuberance on the far sideline. Here we go. Third down and goal. This is where I don't like the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's a false start. Thibodeau's going to be whistled for a false start, and instead of 3rd and inches, and boy, that's why that call on second down was so huge.
Yeah.
And there's that, the Jumbotron once again. I just, if I wasn't a Trojan fan, I'd love that, but I don't. 27-21, Trojans, boy, we're on the cusp of the goal line. 4:18 and counting here in the third. They lead at 27-21. Sellers and company looks over at Donahoe and Bachman and that group, and they're making the calls. Coach Free is there talking to his offensive line. Watch for a slant from Fontenot, perhaps. Play action. No, going over the top of the Trojans. Never, ever throw it to the tight end.
And he made up for it.
Touchdown, Grayson Thibodeau. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yep, good work there by Grayson. He caught that one with his hands. And,
he needed a little more room to run.
That's right. He's like, Coach, I need another touchdown, so we're going to back it up 5.
You don't think they planned that false start to give him a
no, sir.
Okay,
no,
I'm
sir,
just
being facetious. I think that's the word.
It is indeed. Eli Fong set to put a foot into this, trying to get the 34th point for the Trojans. That'll give him 31 in a row if he makes this one. A little bit of offsides, but the Trojans are going to nail that kick off the front of the Jumbotron.
Wait.
No, they called offsides. They'll decline that and take the kick.
Okay, good.
Or they could assess it sometime later in the fourth quarter, however they want to.
Well, I think unfortunately in high school.
Yep, encroachment is there, so they're going to call that.
Oh, he's going for 2, Doug. No, he's not. He had Lofton and them coming, but no, they're decided. Yeah, see, it's dead ball.
Although he has done that in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yep, kick is up and it's good.
Yep.
Penalty was declined, so the extra point should be good, right?
Yeah, he said it was declined.
And Karsen
Oh, okay. So you don't take the half the distance. You just kick it normal.
Right, because they don't want to change the rhythm on anything.
I thought it was dead ball because remember the kickoff we had where they were offside before earlier in the season and they had to re-kick it.
Yep, 33-21. Trojans looking to extend to their biggest lead. Kick is up, and again off the facade of that Jumbotron, it's up and it's good. 34-21, Trojans lead this one. We'll be back right after this.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
Buying or selling a home is one of life's biggest decisions. At the LaLa Group, we believe it should also feel personal. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our team walks with you every step of the way, bringing knowledge, care, and experience you can count on. I'm Trish LaLa. When you work with the LaLa Group, you're not just making a move, you're gaining a trusted partner. Our team is ready to help you buy, sell, or invest with confidence.
And we are back here to Hoss Garrett Stadium in Ruston. Boy, you look around and the kids playing up on that hill, the barbecuing that's going on, and a tremendous football game being witnessed by a whole host of folks here. Like our internet still jumped around and caused us some chaos there. So we're not out of the woods yet as it comes to interneting. Eli puts a foot into this and hammers that one. That may be his best kick of the night. It goes 7 yards deep into the end zone. I think just the internet went to commercial, too. That was probably the problem there. 34-21, your Trojans lead this one late in the third, 3:56 remaining in it. And since, I don't know, midway, early on in the second quarter, it's been all Trojans in this one.
Yes, it has, yeah.
And you say that defensively, the defense has led to some big plays offensively.
Yeah, and like I said, he had the one big pass play, one big run play, and other than that, your Trojan defense has been solid.
Hartwell now once again out there at quarterback. He is under center. He's got the big man in there with him in the back. He rolls that in just a push pass out that Bryson tried to punch out, but it's a first down. And Bryson come around the backside and tried to punch that ball right out of there.
Yeah, good coverage there, and that's the fullback. That's Lander Smith, who just a football player. Him and both the quarterback. I mean, they're just hard-nosed, Hartwell, just football players.
Look, and Big Dalen Powell behind them there, number 5, who is the sophomore running back, 6'1", 188. You'll be hearing that name a lot as well. TC up 50-21 now in the third. Handoff is going to go to Powell, and he's met there right at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a couple.
Yeah, he falls forward, too. That's the impressive thing about that young man. Jackson Townsend in there, and so was Gary Boatman. We have a Gary Boatman sighting. He was low, and Jackson Townsend was high. So.
And, look, you have to go low and high on the big 6'1" sophomore.
Yeah. I mean, they produce them up here, produce athletes. And
Tioga wins their game 49-6. They continue to roll. That was over Peabody tonight. 2nd down and 7. Ball rests at the 35. Got to get to the 42. Toss back to the far side and drop down in the backfield. Dives forward for a couple, but surging through was Trey Williams.
Yeah, big work there by Trey off that left side. And Doug, that's the one thing about when I watched a film last week from the Neville game. I mean, they were down 30-13, and they kept running the ball.
Yep.
They kept running the ball. They kept pounding. They knew they had time. They were very patient. And, I mean, it's a 13-point ball game here with 2:22 left in the third quarter, so they're going to be patient.
Internet causing some chaos again in this one, so bear with us again. It's choppy. It won't be when we upload the recording of it tonight, and you can see this instant classic. Good pressure there. He's being chased. Turns around and throws that one, and why not just throw it up in the air to Ahmad Hudson, his first catch of the night, down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, that's just great work by the quarterback there. You know, buying himself some time, being patient, and like you said, when you have a weapon like that,
just throw it up.
Yep, let him make a play.
First down and 10 from the 45, a little bit more tempo out of Ruston. That toss goes to the far side. Coming up and making the tackle again, and good work there is Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin's now at six solo tackles and 1 assist. So, you know, big work, although that was a gain of 4. Brings the running back off, Doug. So now
That's
27 is in there.
That's 27, Jeremiah Freeman, the senior running back, 5'8", 154 pounds. You don't normally see the running backs here with that size. Hartwell looking to go over the top again to Hudson. Griffin goes up and knocks that one away. And again, Nick, take us through that, because what he did right was turn and look for the ball.
Yeah, he waited and went played it, high pointed the ball, and no contact before. And like I said, if you're playing the ball, if it's 50-50, you're playing the ball. If there is any contact, chances are they're not going to call it. Where the one before, early, I mean, he never turned his head.
Nope, and that's been the only one. But you see they're starting to work Ahmad Hudson here late in this one, and why not?
Yeah. We have to watch. You have to watch Morgan, Josiah Morgan on that top side, since all the attention's been coming over here.
That's going to be a quarterback keeper to the near side. Hartwell out and running, cuts back up the middle and has the first. And that's the first big run from Hartwell that we've seen all night.
Yeah. And he started doing that at the fourth quarter against Neville, and just, I mean, there were 4 or 5 just keepers that they ran a sweep to the left side for him.
Minute 6 and 5 and 4 remaining here in the third quarter, in another rapidly moving third quarter. Snap is back to Hartwell. Handoff is going to go off the right side, and big yardage being gained by this Ruston team is starting to fatigue that D a little bit.
Yeah, and Trey's numbers are starting to add up, and Griffin's numbers starting to add up, and we need that defensive line to start making some plays again like they did in the second quarter.
Quentin Price in there at nose tackle. Hartwell back to pass. He's going to Morgan, like he said. Got to turn around. Robert doesn't do it, and that's going to be a penalty every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raymond.
Fortunately, it's only going to be half the distance, Doug, since it's at the 24.
Will still result in a first down.
Yeah. But and the back judge made the call because he sees it. It's a wide open view for him. Where this, the side judge over here, it was hard for, he has everybody's back to him. So that was a good call by the back judge.
And it's just that one simple difference of whether you're looking back for the ball or you're not.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to tell him ball. He's got to read the eyes of the receiver. And
the hands, the eyes, something on there. That's right. 29 seconds remain on the third quarter clock. Trojans lead this one 34-21, but Ruston knocking on the door from the 13-yard line they go. Hartwell now with a handoff up. No, he pulls this one again. X trying to give chase and does, but Gaines is there first to drop him down a little bit, but a gain still of 4 yards.
Yeah. And this is Ruston football here, and their successful drives have been this.
Question is, do the Trojans keep scoring? Can they keep getting after it? Because you know that this game's not going to end in the 30s.
Yeah.
Hudson comes in motion. Snap is back. They run that way. Going to get into the end zone. Only touched a couple of times. Good job by Dalen Powell to run the ball like that and get in there.
Yeah, curious to see what's going on with Peyton Hobbs. Price was in on that, and maybe Peyton just needed a break. I don't see him over there, but that might be something we need to look at. Maybe he's behind. Yeah, no, he's behind Coach Merce over there, so maybe he's okay. Maybe he just needed a little breather.
Well, we'll get a look at this extra point that is coming. Kinder on top of Menard, 30-24. That's in the fourth quarter early. Snap is back, kick is away, and it is good. That'll make it 34-28 as we go to the timeout. 10 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this.
Here's an important message for everyone in Central Louisiana experiencing changes in their vision. If you've met this year's Medicare deductible and are experiencing vision changes due to cataracts, then right now is the best and most affordable time to schedule your procedure with the cataract team at Wallace Eye Associates. A new year means a new deductible, so when it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
And we are back here to Hoss Garrett Stadium, electrified student section for the Ruston Bearcats. This kick is back, and it's giving chase to Noble. Noble's got it at the 6. Gets some good blocking, spins around. Got to be careful spinning into this defense. It comes in there. And Maurice Jackson just having some confrontation there, some words, some visitation with the kicker.
Yeah, he played to the whistle.
The echo of the whistle. 3 seconds remain. Trojans ought to get one play off here in the third quarter, just a one-score game. That stops a 31-0 run by the Trojans, Nick.
Yeah, and like I said, get a positive play here, switch the field, and let's see if we can't put up some more points.
Trojans have to capitalize on this drive. It looks like they may send pressure from over here. That's going to be Kason off the left side, gets out to the 21-yard line, so just picks up a yard and a half.
Yeah, it looked like he was running a little higher on that play, so I don't know if the
penalty flag at the end of it, and they are getting after one of the Ruston defensive guys. That may be another personal foul or an unsportsmanlike conduct, because look, they're flipping ends of the field, and if it's on the defense, the Trojans will get one untimed down. We'll see what they're going to call it here as they come in. It came at the end of the play, and they were getting after one of the Ruston DBs. One of their own Bearcats were. So we will see.
Yeah, number 90 from Ruston looks very frustrated.
They've got 3 of those penalties already, Nick.
Yeah. Or Kim Potts. Does look like he's shaking his head and kind of. I don't know if it was on him. I was writing down the.
We'll go down to the field and get see if we can listen in on it. I know you can't hear it at home.
I think they said number 25, Doug.
Said that's the end of the quarter on a defensive penalty.
Yeah, Cam Deem, I think, senior, number 25.
I would have thought you got one time down out of it on a penalty that ended it there, but we shall see. They're switching sides to do this. We move into the fourth quarter. I'm going to keep it right here and sort all of this out. Well, Coach Bachman is just imploring that offense. Look, we got a chance. Let's go get that lead, that bigger 2-score lead back.
Yeah, and like I said, that'll have them starting, Doug, at the 37-yard line.
37 is what it looks like.
Yeah, because we were on the 22, so 15-yard penalty there, which they have. Like I said, they have 4 15-yard penalties for 45 yards.
60 now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. 65. Excuse me. And then we have 25. We have we have 67 if you count the 12-yard, half the distance to the goal on on the PI. So,
and I think they're questioning: do they have this as an untimed down? Doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to call and start the play clock, so the Trojans are going to need to come out there and get ready. But I don't think anybody can get ready and quick and out there. They make a late substitution getting into a more passing coverage back. They move
play clock's at 13, Doug.
13, 12, and 11, but they've snapped it in 5 before. Toss goes to Kason. He's getting a good block on the outside. Kason to the 40 now, cuts upfield, and another helmet comes off. Continuing to roll. He's trying to break out of the pack, but goes out of bounds, and Lofton's going to have to come out of bounds, and they're saying, wait, they're pulling his helmet off.
Right. Where are they going to mark it, Doug? They haven't set the...
Well, they've given him the first down, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So it was
16.
not an untimed down. Yeah. They roll the clock here in the fourth quarter. Now we'll keep up along the way with you here. 11 and 48 to go. Snap is back there. Handoff goes to Kason along the. He's being patient, but patiently gets 12 yards and another Trojan first down.
Yeah, the last one was 16. That one 12. So big work here by this offensive line.
Boy, this internet just giving us chaos in here tonight. Again, we'll upload it as quick as we can, but hopefully you're around for the bulk of this. Kason tripped up. No, he still keeps going. That's a just big upright running by Kason Williams.
Yeah, they're going to give him 4. Like I said, almost tripped up in the backfield, but was able to fall forward and Doug, in this press box, we have AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and they're all
struggling.
Poor signals. So.
Every day they're struggling. Again, that is just hopping through the line and back-to-back big 2-play first downs. That is Noble Williams that is in there.
7-yard gain here for the first down right up the middle behind Della Cerda and Aiden Price.
And I'm telling you, they're sending all 11 guys to the line. Boy, be careful on one of this these plays that they don't sneak up like that and you just pop one over the top. Because if this isn't a model of lulling somebody to sleep and making them think you're running the ball, I don't know what is. But, again, why do you throw it if you're able to take time off the clock, too?
Yeah, 5-yard gain there for Noble, a little cutback.
2nd and 5. Sellers calls for the ball. He's going to give it to Noble once again. Noble's caught there at the line of scrimmage. Gina 52, Bunky 31. They're going to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, loss of 1 there. So now it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Boy, this is the very first drive when they settled for 3. Bogged down right about here. But any points here, Nick, makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
Sellers hands it off once again to Noble. Noble's cutting up there, spinning around, and he's going to be near a first down. They're going to mark him about 6 inches shy of it. Ball is at the 9, and it had to get just past the 9, but I don't think there's any way you don't go for it here. Goodness. You take the points, do you go? The Trojans are lined up to go for it. They snap it quick, and the toss goes out to Kason. Kason cuts back up, and it's all Kason Williams all the time.
Yes.
First down, Trojans.
Yep.
But he was caught in the backfield by 2 guys.
Yep, good work by him, falling forward, extending that ball out, keeping possession of it. Yep, keeping possession of it.
9:37 to go here in regulation. Clock starts back up, and the Trojans now may slow down. They're just going too much tempo. They're not in a 4-minute offense yet at all. Snap is back. Kason's got it. They're running over that right side at will.
Flag.
Yep, flag goes on the far side. Kason down inside the 1, but I got to believe there's going to be a hold on that. Fontenot got his head lowered. Don't know that it's called on him, but I think he saw it for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, they did call it on Alex.
Yep.
But
now that should be spot of the foul, right?
It will be. They'll mark it off from there. So it's going to be first down and about 14. But, Nick, that just runs another 25 seconds off the clock if they choose to. And any points here are huge points when you get this thing to 2 scores.
Bringing Griffin in, Doug, for Gaines McKenzie.
Kyron Griffin is this side. Hayden Burford is this side. Alex Fontenot up at the top in tight man coverage. They'll turn back and look 14 and 13. Oh, the play clock stopped at 14.
Yeah.
Still there at 14. Game clock's moving, so that's strange to me. Little play action there. They're going to Fontenot in the man coverage.
And that should be a pass interference because he never turned.
There it is.
Yes,
in the end zone.
Same thing.
Pass
He never
interference.
turned.
That's right.
He never turned.
And so as you're talking me through that, we've talked through that a lot. Boy, Alex is over there. Little
Yeah.
A little aggravated like they called it offensively. No, he's saying get the ball up in the air and let me go get it.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. But he's wanting to make up for that last play. But like I said, this will give us half the distance to the goal. It'll still be first down. And it's the same thing, guys. I mean, same thing we were called for, and we've talked about it. But so that's going to be an 8-yard penalty against them. And they're not going to be happy, and I can't blame them. But if you don't turn your head, they have been consistent with that.
And that's all you want is consistency on the call, you know, and they've called it correctly on both sides of the game. 40-second clock now starts. No, they're incomplete, so nothing. Well, the game clock won't start. We sit at 8:48 to go here. The Trojans, a humongous drive to start this fourth quarter off. It's first down and goal from the midway between the 8 and the 9-yard line. Sellers now straight handoff to Kason. Kason making the first man miss, banging around inside the 2 to the 1, and he's down to the goal line. Second down and goal from the 1. Kason Williams is that dude.
Yeah, big run there. I mean, plenty of contact initially, but fought through it, Doug.
Handoff back, why not? Kason, finish what you started. Oh, they get him behind the line. They actually give him... Gosh, about a yard. Was that third down?
Wait, no. With that, we had just gotten the first down.
Yeah, they got the first down. That was the second down run.
Yeah,
so
we had just gotten the first down.
They're not can't phantom down it. They're saying that the Trojans still have it, and they come out of there and they'll wind the clock on third down.
No, this should be second. That was first down.
Well, the first run was the Kason run. That second one where he didn't get anything.
No, he got a first down. This is actually second down.
Okay,
right there
you go. Handoff up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Noble Williams. Welcome back, young man. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yep, good work there by that offensive line. Noble holding 2 hands on the ball, and much-needed touchdown for your Trojans. Now makes it 40-28.
8:09 remains in the fourth of this one.
They might be debating, Doug, on if they should go for 2. Which would make it 42-28.
It would make it 42. That's correct. Boy, this is.
But their play clock's at 9, so they have to.
He's used one timeout. Don't think he won't use another, and he's going to end up having to use one here. We'll keep it here through the timeout.
Yeah, he's got it.
We'll keep it here through the timeout as this 2-point conversion is pending. They're going to talk about it. Nick, you take some 5-6 minutes? No, they got the ball and ran one play at the end of the third.
Right.
That's when that penalty came. They switched into the field. So they've had this drive going a little over 4 minutes, and they cap it off with a touchdown. That's a money drive.
Yeah, it's big. And like I said, now it's 40-28, 12-point lead. You know, I mean, you could.
There's no difference, 12 and 13.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the only thing is, you know, if you hit 13, it takes two touchdowns and 2 extra points. But you're right. I mean, yeah, it's a good call to go for it and try to make it 14-point lead. And
but
with this Ruston team,
they have seen this Ruston team come back. So you're going to have to score again.
Yes,
I got to believe, or you may not have to, but you need to go out and score again.
Yeah,
and throw away the days that this Ruston team is not made to come back from a 2-score deficit. Those days are gone.
Yeah. I don't. Like I said, ever since I've been involved, this is now my 3rd Ruston game. I mean, they have not lacked any offense at all.
No, and what a ball game this is. And we told you this in the countdown to kickoff, is that this was going to be an exciting game. I don't care what happens on there. Again, Trojans were down 21-3 in this one. Carson's got Griffin in the backfield with Kason, Burford to the near side. Play action there, rolling the pocket. Karsen dumping it off. It is caught.
Big patience there to Grayson Thibodeau. He had K5 come across, and then the DB stepped in with K5, and then Grayson on that drag route. So big play there. Patience by Karsen, and makes it 42-28.
We're going to step away. 2-score lead for the Trojans. They lead it by 4, 42-28 on a magical play there. We'll be back right after this.
The wait is over, Sinlaw. DBAT Alexandria Baseball and Softball Academy is almost here. Whether your child is just starting out or aiming for the big leagues, our state-of-the-art training facility and expert lessons are designed to guide them every step of the way. Let's foster growth on and off the field. Sign up to be a founding member today.
All right, we are back here. 42-28, broadcasting live from the Trios press box. They're loving it down there at Trios on Versailles. Watching this, they're watching it at Walk-Ons, at Sinlaw Grill and Chill all over the city of Alexandria. That one came out of the end zone to the 15 and will be brought down at the 21-yard line. And big work on that far sideline. Trojans just getting pumped up is Clayton Doyle.
Yeah, Clayton Doyle with the tackle there. And, former linebacker for us, now a tight end.
Pretty good pitcher for Coach
Yes.
Briggs and that Ash Trojan baseball team as well. No, Grayson Thibodeau had that 2-point conversion reception there. He also led the Trojans baseball team in hit by pitches. So there you go. Not as a pitcher, but as a batter on there. First down and 10. File that under your useless knowledge here in the fourth quarter. 8:03 remaining. Trojans need a stop and a score. First down and 10, 22-yard line. Hartwell back to pass. He's looking over the middle, and that one is out of the hands. And good job by Raymond to pull up on that one.
Yeah, that was good work there because that ball was incomplete to Josiah Morgan, and he, like I said, he easily could have done something excessive and didn't.
Second down and 10 now. Clock stops with 7:58 to go. Kinder pulling away from Menard. They lead at 42-24 with 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter. We're 7:58 remaining in this ball game, dare I say, in regulation. Hartwell back to pass again. He's going down the seam, knocked away. Boy, that
whoa! Why is he throwing this?
The only thing he can throw, the only thing he could call is if 42 on the sideline said something to him.
I mean, my
because
goodness,
nobody touched him.
I mean, there might have been some contact, Doug, but he threw that 10 seconds
easy.
Holding, okay. So holding call there against Griffin and
okay, take it. Second down. Well, they'll mark off 10, give him first down because it was second and 10, out to the 32.
I will say this: there wasn't a coach in his ear because there wasn't a coach nowhere around him. So
that's correct.
So,
but as late as it came, I thought the guy on the sideline said something to him.
Because I was, like I said, I was a little nervous about contact, and when I didn't see the back judge, I was like, "Good, we made it."
But you see what Hartwell is doing. He's working down the seam. There goes motion. He's going to run this one up the middle, and he's going to get 5 on the play. But the Trojans are there. But still a 7-yard gain, Nick.
Yeah, they've got to make sure that on those that, I mean, he just remembers them, that there's contact there because, like I said, he's gonna put his nose in there, so we need to make sure that we remind him.
7:37 remains in this one. We'll pull the flag marker off of it. 2nd and 7 to go here. 7:22 remains in this ball game from the 39-yard line. Hartwell back to pass. There's X up the middle. Spinning around. Boy, Hartwell just knows how to get out of it. Bryson Phoenix makes the tackle at midfield, but a nifty run by Hartwell.
Yeah, he's just very elusive and good work. And like I said, I mean, we've talked about it. He's just a ball player. Just some great coverage. Sometimes you just tip your hat. We don't have anybody on this side, gentlemen, on this corner.
7:05 goes, and it's a Hartwell run to the far side, and the corner is not important as Gaines fires through there like a missile once again, and he got shaken up on that one.
Yeah, Townsend and Gaines, good work there coming up. I think Gaines with the actual tackle.
Looks like that may be an opportunity. Gaines might have hurt the shoulder going after with that tackle because he's cramping up. So, boy, of all the things, you'll take that one.
Yeah.
You'll take that. We'll step aside while they work that out and be back right after this. You're watching Ash Trojan football on 446 Sports.
At Louisiana Athletic Club, we believe in keeping fitness affordable. We're proud to offer the most extensive fitness options in the area, all at an unbeatable price. From group fitness and childcare to heated pool and family-friendly amenities in 2 convenient locations, we've got everything you need to stay fit and active as a family. Join Louisiana Athletic Club today, where quality fitness meets affordable pricing and everyone can thrive. Find your fit at louisianaathleticlub.com.
And we are back here, second down and long way to go following that sack. 6:38 and counting in this one. Second down and 14. 6:34 to go now. Hartwell back to pass. Here comes delayed blitz. They pick it up well. Going over the top now, double coverage. And look, bobbling. And Griffin almost had the second big interception of the night. Goodness gracious, that'll stop the clock.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to call that one, Doug.
I was ready for it. That reminded me a lot of the one that J-Lou caught a year ago, if you'll remember that.
You're exactly right. Big play where it looked like he was actually running the route.
Yep.
Big third down here.
3rd and 14 on the money down for the Trojans. Can they cash in? And Ruston has it from the 46-yard line. 6:25 to go. Clock stopped there. Play clock down to 16 and 15 now. Hartwell surveys the situation. 3 wideouts, pressure off the end, and they're going after Jackson. And that ball is incomplete, and Maurice Jackson just goes up big time and makes that like he was in the receiver's pocket.
Yeah.
4th down now. You've got to stay out there if you're Ruston, I think. With 6:19 to go, you've got to try to get this. And all eyes on Ahmad Hudson.
And they're bringing Josiah Morgan back in, Doug. He's coming in for number 2.
As I say, all eyes on Ahmad. I don't see him.
I haven't seen him. Yeah. Where you see him over here, Matthew?
Ahmad is on the sideline. Is where he's. Unless that's a different number 6 that they have. They got a couple of 6s, but here saying.
Okay, yeah, he's right. Okay, he's right here on the hash, on the 45.
All right, there he is. 4th down and 14. 6:19 remaining. Big stop attempt for the Trojans. Here comes pressure up the middle. Big time stop in the backfield. Turnover on downs. Cleaning it up is Xavier White, and X marks the spot.
Yeah, big work there. And that was not only just him. I know he.
The guys that turned it up.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, there was pressure up. I mean, not just a pressure on the edge, but pressure up the middle. Good work there by your and great coverage on the back end. So big work there.
Look at what you're seeing here in front of us, Nick.
Yeah, we talked about that at Destrehan, and Destrehan came back. So let's not.
No, what you're seeing a little bit on your screen is folks are getting up and making their way to the aisles, and this is not what you see out of a fan base. Goodness. 1st down and 10 from the 40-yard line. Trojans with 6:14 looking to put this one away here. That's Kason to the left, to the right. It gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nick, do you think that they've got an opportunity? They're 2 scores up right now, 14. They're okay with going down and getting a field goal here, which would make it a 3-score game.
Yes, sir. But like I said.
More importantly, roll clock roll. 5:55 to go.
2,880 seconds in a 48-minute football game.
Okay, you studied that. How many are left now with 5:46 to go?
No. We're not going to go there yet.
343 and counting. 343. There you go. I got you.
But,
2nd down and 10. Sellers calls for the ball. It's a toss back to Kason, and why not? Kason down the seam and down to the 20-yard line goes Kason Williams.
Yeah, big run there by Kason off the right side for 20 yards, and that's
Kason cramping up a little bit there too, and he'll come off for Noble.
Well, you know what? It's understandable. That's his 34th carry.
34.
Yep.
And welcome back Noble to take some of the load off of him.
Noble has 11. So I mean, Karsen has 8 pass attempts in this game. If I'm
8?
8. Yep. He has 1 this half, which was the 6-yard.
How many rushes total?
Touchdown. Rushes total, let's see, we have 30, 34, 45, 46, 49.
So
49.
57 plays in the game.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. 1st down and 10 and 42 points off of it. Handoff goes to Noble, and the turf monster grabs him and throws him to the ground.
Yeah, let's see where. Yeah, they're giving him 1. I think, they're giving him 1 yard.
4:46 remaining in this one. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano. Matthew joins us up here. KP down on the sideline. We are live from the Trios press box in Hoss Garrett Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana.
And I like the way we're working the clock, Doug. There's no reason to give them any extra time.
4:25 and 4:24, and if you knock this away and make it a 3-point game, a 3-possession game, then get O'Don Meredith loosening up. 4:15, 4:14, and 13. Sellers calls for the ball. That's Noble. Noble, fresh legs, Williams out to the
Hold the
10,
ball.
to
Hold
the
the ball.
inside the 10. Continuing, they blow the whistle and down for a first down.
Yeah.
It's going to make it first down and goal for the Trojans.
Yeah, 8-yard gain there right up the middle. Just a big push by this offensive line and by Ledsinger and Thibodeau and Gaines. A jumbo package with only Fontenot out here.
In a message game, Turling's Catholic on top 64-29 in the fourth.
I might take Monday off to let you and Brett go have a good time.
Join us down at Pizza Village on Monday from 6:30 to 7:30 as we'll talk all things Sterling Catholic football as they go to 8-0 on the season. 3:33 and counting, first down and goal, 8 and 7 and 6. They may get a timeout here with 1 second. They're going to have to. Karsen trying to get up there and snap it with 2 and 1, calls for the ball and has it. Boy, that's just about as pretty as winding the clock as you can get. They're not even up to the line of scrimmage, and there's 6 seconds left.
Yeah, give him 2 yards there on what would be Noble's 14th carry.
Clock stops now. It is a timeout taken by RUSTON. We'll take it with them and be right back. Trojans up in this one, 2 scores, looking to put it away when we come back. We are back here. They reset the game clock to 3:10. I think they put, or 3:15, I'm sorry, put 5 seconds back on it. So 3:15 remains in this one.
It's easier to read it off the play clock, above the play clock, than it is on the scoreboard because
that's what I'm looking at.
It's in pink with the white letters, and, you know, in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
3:15, Trojans have it, second down and goal from the 6. They have run this ball. And a toss out to Kason, who went off with a cramp a little earlier. Kason down inside the 5 to the 4. This play and a timeout is whistled and called for by RUSTON. This is a play, Nick. I go back and I agree with you. You run that ball to the middle of the field and get yourself set up for Eli Fung if you don't get into the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd go as far as, you know, this is one of those that I don't mind to see Karsen just catch it and ease over, shuffle over to the left a little bit and get there for the first down. I mean, get there for the middle of the field because it would be not much more than an extra point from right here. I know you want to put it in the end zone, don't you?
I tell you, you and I switched on this. Now, I'm not putting it in the air. I'm not putting it in the air because I'm not going to give – if it is incomplete.
Then the clock stops on that, too.
I'm not going to give them that.
But I do believe Ruston's got one timeout left.
They have one timeout left. That's why I'm not going to put it in the air because if they knock it down or – heaven forbid it's intercepted.
The number one thing you've done, Nick, though, is you've chewed up a lot of time
have.
in this thing. My goodness, have you taken some time off of it. So here's what you do. You go in there and you run that off the left side, behind that left, where they made a lot of hay early in the game. You get off the left side of it, and if he gets in the end zone, good. And if not, go in there and you salt this thing away.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 10 seconds remain in what has just been a thriller here in Hoss Garrett Stadium. Sellers to Kason. Toss goes to the left. He cuts back to the middle.
Hold the ball.
That's all you need to do is secure that football around. And the final timeout is taken with 3:05 to go. And Eli Fung is going to come in there with an opportunity to put this thing up by 3 scores. Let me tell you, Nick, we're going to keep it right here during this commercial break. And start talking about, we've got our Express Pros Lineman of the Week that we'll talk about, our Southern Air Cool Play. We've got a couple, 3 or 5, 6 great nominees for that. But I'm going to tell you, a name that needs to be mentioned in this player of the game talk is number one, Eli Funk. I mean, that punt that he had, the field goals that he's made. And, I mean, yes, I'm probably jinxing the ever-living crud out of him right here. But I'm just telling you, somebody that has made themself a name has been Eli Funk tonight.
Yeah, he's had a big night. He's had a big season. And like I said, now, you know, you like I said, we want a good snap, good hold, good kick here. Try to make this thing 3 possession, get a good kickoff.
All right, Nick, you want some old Doug here?
Yeah, let's get some
Les
old Doug.
Miles and flip that over his head and run around and
no.
Nobody's looking for it.
No, please
No.
Give me the new Doug. Give me the new Doug.
Eli Fung on from 21, not much more than an extra point, and he has got it angled up. This could virtually put this one in the soup. Snap is back, kick is up, 21-yard field goal, splits the uprights, and it's good. Eli Funk, go have yourself a game, my friend. 3 minutes even remain. Trojans go up 45-28. That's a 7-point lead when we come back.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
We are back here in Hoss Garrett Stadium, and what a game this has been. Trojans trailed at 21-3 at one point, Nick, and that means they're on a 42-7 run after that first quarter fiasco. That kick is squibbed down the middle, going to find its way back into the end zone for a touchback.
Yep.
And that's the most. There's a penalty on the. It's got to be offsides if it's thrown there. That's the only thing it
we
can
don't
be.
need that, gentlemen.
You just wonder if he slipped coming up to it that caused somebody to go offside.
Yeah, maybe so. And
but he has the leg to get it out of the end zone.
He does.
Now maybe with another shot at it. No time runs off the clock because it was not possessed.
It did look like they didn't want the return because, I mean, he let the ball come back into the end zone. So that might be something to look at. It's kind of ironic, Doug. They put 2 back on punt returns, but they only have 1 back on kickoff. And of course, maybe it's because of his touchbacks.
Yes.
That's right.
Because he's up there hammering it out of the end zone. And the only thing that he has done is onside kicked or a couple of times. So they're covering that more than you cover the back.
Yeah, no, they definitely have a bunch up front compared to normal formations.
As Trojan football brought to you by your Kubota dealers of Louisiana. Eli Funk puts a foot into this one and 2 yards shy. Legs getting tired. Off to the far side, there's a block in the back. Off to the far side, but now he'll be short of the 20-yard line. And 17 yards on the return. We'll take that because it ran off 7 seconds off of the clock. 2:53 remaining here in what, since the first quarter, Nick, has been all Trojans.
Yeah. I don't like that Harrington got pushed in the back there and came up limping. He is our deep snapper and does a really good job at that. So kind of keep an eye on him going forward.
Keep an eye on that defensive backfield now as Hartwell and company are going to be going over the top. Bayan and Richard in there along with Phoenix on the far side. So they've got 3 down linemen and 8. Well, they got 2 linebackers, so 6 DBs. They're in that dime package. Here comes X all the way across the field. That one is bobbled and incomplete with 2:47 to go in this one.
Yeah, intended for Caleb Jones, senior number 2. And just can't – I was kind of surprised, Doug. They rolled it. They rolled him out over here. But
again, out of timeouts, too. That one they called earlier made their 3rd one, I do believe.
Ahmad Hudson has his hands on his hips. I mean, he has had to work very hard tonight for everything he's done.
And they've put Jay on him. They've put Griffin on him. They've put a lot of guys.
Yeah. Garrett Gaines out here in Apex. He's kind of widened out, so he's going to play coverage as well.
Getting the motion man, but Townsend switches sides as well defensively. Here's stepping around. Here's pressure by Bayon. Now giving chase is Richard, turning his shoulders and coming up for a completion. Yeah, what a throw right on the money.
Wow.
And you find a big 6'8" target. Why not?
Yeah, but what a throw and what a catch, because that ball was kind of low, and for a man, he caught it at his waist on the sideline, but I don't know what he's doing as far as the signaling.
2nd down and 2 to go following that 8-yard completion. Took about 10 seconds off the clock. So 2:36, clock stopped with him going out of bounds. Hartwell on a design keeper to the near side, just wants to get the first down and does, all the way out to the 33-yard line. I ain't mad at that one.
No, and they're going to be patient. I mean, they're going to, like I said, they're going to make sure they get the first down, because if not, that becomes a very critical, play.
Would have been absolutely. 2:30 to go. You can't be too down by 3 scores. You can't be too critical or too easy on it. 2:25 now as the clock runs. That's Hudson again, and Jay's going to get him, and Z9's going to get him, and Townsend's going to get out of the way of it.
Gang tackle there. Bayon helps him up, and like I said, he's having to work for every yard that he's getting. So good work by this Trojan defense. 2nd
down now and a long 4, make it a short 5. Hartwell going over the top to Hudson, and that's not going to happen there. Frazier and Williams there.
Is it just me, or is that just not amazing that he even got a hand on it?
I know.
I mean, that he even got he almost brought that down. I mean, it's just amazing how, especially from 2 years ago, Doug, when we were here, how
he has grown into
that body.
a football player. That's correct. He was always the size that he was, just not the weight. But that's why you see he's in that Under Armour All-American, or the Army All-American game. Snap is back, handoff up the middle, trying to get the first again, and they do. Again, it's about moving the chains. Clock stops at 1:57 just to move those chains. We'll take a long, sustained drive here. There's no doubt about that. Trojans have the clock and 17 points in their pocket. Snap is back. Little middle screen is thrown and blown up. Raymond Harris gets there and makes that. I'm going to enunciate a little better on that one. 141 and counting, Nick. Back to the line of scrimmage they go. 2nd down and 10. Snap is back. Hartwell rolls the pocket. So does Bryson. Good job of picking him up. It's going to be complete and driven out of bounds. 1st down is there. Clock stops as he went out of bounds at 45. But, Nick, they've run 1:32 off of the play clock here. And still, off the game clock, they mark him short of it. So 3rd down and 1 to the 45. Have to get to the 44. They've used a lot of time on this drive.
Yeah, they have. And, of course, and they're out of timeout. So what they're banking on is probably getting this 1st down and then maybe taking a shot. And if they complete it.
Here comes pressure again.
Oh, he's short.
That was, it is. That's 4th down.
Gary Boatman.
That pressure, he wanted to come this side, did Hartwell. Xavier turns him around. Boatman is the recipient.
Good call by the color analyst, Doug Gann. Excellent work, sir.
That's right.
But you were correct.
4th and 2. Snap is back. Hartwell goes the other side this time. Does get the 1st down. But, again, we roll under 1:04. So we're it'll be under a minute before they snap this. And Trojans lead it by 17.
Boy, Peyton Hobbs hustling over there to help get him down with Raymond Harris. So good
but
work.
Ruston has to do this, Nick, because they can't come back and get 3 scores over the top. Hartwell back to pass. They're going to come and try to get one of them. He steps up in the pocket, and he's met right there by X after a 2-yard gain. Yeah, I'll quit stepping on the color analyst.
No, it was perfect.
Right
no, it was perfect. No, I'm not. It was perfect. That was excellent. Don't.
2nd down and 9. 42 and 41 and 40. Trojans are going to move to 2-1 in conference play. Toss over to the near side. Got to keep him in bounds, and they do. And the clock tick, 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 tick. 28 and 27. And Trojans are going to come out of here. Maybe not the final score yet, but 45 points in the winner. They will move to 7-1 on the season and 2-1 in conference play, in district play. Snap is back to Hartwell. Bryson spinning. Pass is popped up in the air. Nearly a good shoestring catch, but 6 ticks of the clock. Nick, before we get out of here, and Dandy Don can sing it.
Well, look, and I was not griping at you. I promise.
That's right.
I promise. I was complimenting you. Look, you know me.
Yep,
and
100%.
2,880 seconds, gentlemen, and that's what.
And there's 6 left.
Yes.
Fourth down and 2, and you'd like to see the Trojans end it with a turnover on downs here too, just because. Hartwell's going to do it there. That one is complete, but that'll run out the time. And that is your ball game. Trojans win. 45-28. That one is in the books. Trojans will go home to face the Lions of Ouachita in a